Yo, back with another watch list for last day of January. How's everybody doing? Okay, it's getting a bit more active out there for me. Today I like the action. Felt a lot more, on top of things involved. Might as well start off here with CLEU. Was a timely reminder yesterday. If you go back to the explanation of the trade setup, was waiting for volume to come in, volume to stay steady, and pause first VWAP to start to fail. And what happened here was early pre-market, walked down on light volume. This is not saying anything. This could easily come right back. Morning, pops for VWAP continue to fail, volume continues to churn and wash back and forth. And then the true test here was 7 a.m. comes in, volume pours in, this thing fails, and then all pops versus VWAP starting to fail. So I didn't want to chase weakness. So what had happened on Clue in the past and UPC in the past was you get one last shove into market open. So plan for me was to wait for market open, gapping down about 90% at this point. So SSR was definitely going to be on and was going to be an issue, especially once you're fighting with the paper on their side down at 28 cents. So in my opinion, the edge was to position before the market open, and then you don't have to deal with SSR. But also wait till closer to the open because you don't have to wait until the big volume comes in. Now, market opened, considered shorting a bit more here, but I just kept my core position, and it's not like A++ setup. It's just another singles mentality for me. So I kept that small position on, and on this gap down. I had the alert set for the resumption time, and the resumption came about, and nothing happened. I look away, and then you have 13 seconds, I think, to cover. It opened after its scheduled resumption time, about 30 seconds later, and you had about 13 seconds to cover, which I missed. It goes into an up halt, and the next one, I'm trying to mark it out. It's going into an up halt, so I didn't get out until the third up halt, unfortunately. So gave back about 20 cents on that, which off of 40 cents is quite drastic, but it is what it is. So that was how I played it. Did go lower later in the day, and steady lows now down at 10 cents, so... My goodness, I was down 900 on NAOV and bag held. Then it came up, then got out up 60, then straight up missed 800. Yeah, that's just sounds like emotional trading, looking at P&L, how much you're up and down and whatever. That thought process there that you just described, whether you made money or not, is a bad trade, in my opinion. You need to come in, position, set a risk level, size in versus that risk level with a comfortable dollar risk, and either cut under it or sell into profit targets. Or sometimes I like if I don't have looking left levels or something that I want to play off of, then if I'm risking, say you got a 54 cent entry, risking 48 cents, so you're risking 6 cents, I'd sell some into 6 cents, I'd sell some into 12 cents, I'd sell more into 18 cents, I'd start selling in portions of R, so that you're making those multiples on your risk. Otherwise, I'm trying to use looking left levels, you can see the 66, 67, prior top became support, became top, so that's a possible lock level. Maybe you sell some there, maybe you're looking for more up at pre-market highs that ends up failing. But that's how I would do it. So come in with a plan, size in versus that plan, and stick to it whether it works or not. TNXP broke down under those 38s, which was key, but held up. So a good avoid for me there. Not really looking to do a whole lot with that one. Yes, Clue did get wrecked. That one was gorgeous. I love seeing it. It makes me smile. I tried SPGC today, multi-day runner. 1 day of volume, 2 days of volume, day 3, big gap up. Looked like parabolic in pre-market right here, so I was shorting pops versus prior support. Had 85 cents and 90 cents drawn from pre-market. Prior resistance blowout levels, and then 90 cents was prior resistance, became support, became resistance again. So I was shorting it here off the open with risk versus 85s, stopped out, full loss. Shorted the parabolic, covered quick for 2 cent loss, and then started back in. We got hard crack, lower high, stuffing up VWAP, so I scale back through this key 85 from looking left, and then we start getting this little bouncy ball rolling over action, so I'm looking for low a day crack that ends up holding. I'm still sized in. I think I had a stop set at like 98-99 cents, so I was still sized properly without the covers. Then we got this shove and stuff, so I'm mobile at this point, but I put on some ads and moved that full risk up to this stuff high that ended up taking me out here. So a 1 hour loss in the morning with the scales, probably about a half-hour loss in the afternoon. So unfortunately it didn't work out. It looked pretty good right around here when it starts rolling over. This is textbook for what I like to see. But the higher it goes, the better it gets. Volume continues to speed up. We got this huge top wick here on the daily. I believed it closed around 90 cents. Yeah, somewhere around there. High 80s, 90-ish. So you can clearly see the exhaustive volume. So I didn't. I had swing shares, but given that it was chopping out kind of up and around my average here in the high 80s, I wasn't looking to swing it without some sort of cushion. So decided against that one. But with this gap down, I anticipate it being red tomorrow pre-market and by market open. I think there is offering risk on this one. So I will be looking at pops versus today's resistance, which will be prior day's resistance. And once this 73 level gives way, I think we get a move down to the 50s. So this will be a main watch into tomorrow. We got some percent gainers. What were they? We got SGN. Same thing, different day. 1 day runner, hoping for higher, never sees higher. Kirker, 1 day runner, fails. So there was those. BNZI, someone asked about the long trade on this. Ended up going higher today. I was more interested in the short. We got a shove into looking left, but that was right around 11 o'clock when I'm getting off desk. So wasn't going to have the time to react to it. But if you took it into looking left levels, exactly what we went over on the watch list yesterday. Nice clean fade. AMOD, big percent gainer, gave it all up by close. Went into a few halts, was pretty wild off the open. ATHE, that one was the gapper up at 7, was gapping down a bit below the after hours levels, but up quite a bit from prior close. And after the opening weakness was just sideways the rest of the day, so kind of boring muted action there. And then a few percent gainers from today. Zap, same thing. Hopefully this one goes higher, but we'll see. They've been popping and failing on day 2, but I'm just hoping for higher to get some meat on the bone. B-Hill, same kind of thing. TMC, this daily's popping out to me because, not because of the volume, but just because of the chart setup. We're coming into these levels here, 180 to $2. And since these couple breakouts and multi-day runs, we're starting to consolidate and hold up versus 140s. So we are breaking out of this little wedge here today. You can draw it kind of however you like, but we've got lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. First time it breaks these lower highs through 160s. So possible dips versus a big picture 140. Could get a run up to and through $2. Does have a history when it breaks out to go on multi-day runs. So even though the volume's light, once it starts to break out, volume tends to come in. So see how that one acts, but possible big picture setup there. See what's going on in the chat. What's good? Have you read Petercto blogs? No. Never heard of it. I like the way you do it. Josh coming in clutch every evening. If he misses live, he comes in the comments. My guy. But yeah, that's about it for me tomorrow. It'll be SPGC, main watch, and then TMC, back burner. One long, one short for the most part. Prop trader from SMB. Oh. Peter KT. Oh. Can you post a link in here? Does it let you? Uses secret names for SMB as MBC. Huh. His Twitter's got some good traders following him. Talks about one of the goats. He calls him Clockwork, but I know who it is. How not to short the bounce on RGTI. Sell the election news, DJT, sell the news, China. SMCI, parabolic chop, Fannie Mae 2023. Nice. I'll take a peek. Thank you. Read the Clockwork series. Sounds good. Taiwan and a big trader at SMB, I'd say it's Swang, if I had to guess. Yeah, I'll read through that. Thank you for the suggestion. Who Eagle is? Is that in the same blog? Or is there another one? Oh, Eagle. Okay, I see it. Yeah, so I'll probably just leave it at those two names. Better than the other days of, having muted conviction and not a whole lot on watch, so I'll take it. But eagle is shark. Just pick a different animal. That's funny. One of the guys that was on my trip up to the mountains works with shark. He's a newer trader, but he was telling me some crazy stories of that guy and some of his trades recently and the buying power he uses. It's insane. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will not see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, but I will be back on Sunday, I believe, and we'll be in February. So, trade them well tomorrow. Don't ruin your month if you are, treading water. But also take it steady. Close out the month strong. So, get in where you fit in. Make some memories. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the room.